Yo, day 21. Sorry. It is hamstrings and glute day. Whoop, 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 whoop. Can we get a dub in the chat? Alright. Now that I got that out of me. I'm going a little earlier than normal on Fridays because my 11 a.m. got canceled. And I had an accounting test last night. Ended up doing pretty well on it for my standards, at least. I got it 80, so I'll take it, I guess. And then, yeah. So, pretty excited to go to the freaking gym. Jeez Louise, I'm freaking tired. But I've carved up properly. I had a bagel, 2 eggs, bacon, cheese, you know the deal. When I pulled up this morning, and then I just consumed a banana. So, yeah, that's the plan. So, yeah, you're either willing or you're not. It's simple as that. Are you willing to put in the effort? Are you willing to show up every day? Are you willing to do the simplest things that seem like they really have no effect in the long game, but those are the exact times that you need to go through to prove that all those little things were worth it in the end. Because if you don't take those necessary steps in the direction that you are going and that you know you need to do, I mean, it's just going to take you even longer and longer, and then you're going to contemplate why you're not making as much progress as you think. But, I mean, just look at the effort you're putting in every day. Are you putting in any effort every single day, or is it like every other day, or like, I don't know, bro. You got to be consistent with whatever you're doing, because, like, perfect example is swimming. Swimming, like Michael Phelps, the way he just got so freaking goated is apparently if you miss one day of swimming, it like takes you 2 days to freaking get that back. And it's kind of the opposite with running. And you know how hard running is. I mean, it ain't no easy slippery slope, or it is a slippery slope, but it's for 2 days off. It takes 1 day to get your recovery back. But swimming's like a whole nother freaking level of shit, of commitment. That's like, you gotta be freaking committed, bro. And that's like anything in life, you know. You maybe not as drastic in the comparison, but it's still the same idea, you know. And it really does come back to, are you willing to make some sacrifices in order to live out that dream or whatever? Because, I mean, there can't be too many sacrifices. I mean, actually there can be, but it depends on the level of greatness you want to achieve, you know. Because, I mean, someone who's all in on something, they're gonna probably, over like years and decades, I mean, they're probably gonna end up being the GOAT of whatever field or specialty they're doing. But at that cost also, I mean, you're giving up a lot, like family and other activities, other life things to do, you know. I mean, and for some people it's not worth it, which, I mean, and it all comes back. I really do think nobody thinks like this, but I mean, it's literally everyone's first time being on, like, living life, you know. Like, who's to say there's a right and wrong way to live? It's only the people that, I don't even know. I mean, like, there's no right way to live life, you know, like. But I mean, I think if you have good morals and good ethics you stand on, that's a pretty good foundation. But besides that, I mean, what's someone to tell you, oh, why are you trying so hard at this? You know, like, just be normal. Just do what everybody else is doing, you know? Like, why can't you just be one of us? Says the chud. But yeah, I mean, it's their first time living, and obviously they just they're not willing to sacrifice much for much, you know, and they're gonna get mediocre results. I mean, maybe you're content with that, you know, but I don't know. It's just, I don't think I'm quite content with that. So I'm gonna keep trying my hardest at whatever I'm passionate about, and that is currently lifting and making these videos and stuff. So yeah, and that mic is supposed to come in today, so unfortunately it came in after this video, so we'll test it out tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, you just got to be willing to, if you want to commit to something, you know the parameters of the effort and sacrifices and stuff. And maybe you don't, you know, maybe you discover that along the way, the more you really get into it, you know. So yeah, it's just, you're just gonna kind of go with the flow and see where it takes you, you know. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. Maybe you're like 5 years into something and you're just done, you know. But the right thing will come, you know. This too shall pass. I don't think that's related, but it's a cool saying. If you're going through hard times, think about that. This too shall pass. So yeah, just a little bit of rambling, but throwing up 2 scoops of the Thavage today, because you know what it is. And I'm glad I got here earlier now too, because there's still food people, but not nearly as many as like at 12:30 when I usually come. So yeah, we're gonna go hit this hamstring focus day, because my glutes are still a little sore, but it doesn't matter, because I'm getting newbie gains on the glutes, because I never trained them ever, other than like the residual muscle they were getting. But yeah, now that I'm kind of more directly hitting them, I mean, theoretically they should have the same effect as like newbie gains of someone just going to the gym and lifting dumbbells and stuff. So, but yeah, I think that's enough said. Let's go hit this motherfucker. It's literally like, yo, just got out of the minute freaking workout, boy. We are OT dub home, my brother. I am freaking cooked. As usual. My head kind of hurts, so I'm definitely gonna take it easy today. But I deserve it. I deserve it. But yeah, solid freaking leg day. Met up, or didn't meet up, but, or yeah, I guess. But I didn't even know that Nate was pulling up, so a pleasant surprise, I would say. But yeah, good lift. Was hitting some deadlifts for the 2-time, for the 3-time, just to see where I was at. And my hips and glutes are definitely getting stronger, because when I tried my deadlift max like a month ago or so, just to kind of see where I was at, and I tried sumo, which I've never done in my entire life, and it was a lot harder because I was using my back and shit instead of like my glutes and hips. But I think just in these couple weeks I've already gotten like newbie gains back in my ass. Because if you couldn't tell today, my top set on the hip thrust was it was a faux plate John. So I'm literally making a 50-pound jump every sesh so far. I'm sure it'll plateau at some point, but I don't know. It's looking pretty. And I mean, those reps aren't like cheating, you know? I mean, I'm low-key pausing at the top. I may not get the absolute full range of motion at the bottom, but I mean, it's a short movement, so it's not really necessary for the activation. But yeah, I mean, I started with 2.5 plates as my top set for 10 or 11 or whatever that first time. Next sesh, 3 plates. Next sesh, 3.5, and then up to 4. So I mean, I'm gonna keep sticking to that top set, because I think it is really, I mean, it's paying dividends, you know, like, because the way I do it is I work my way up to 4 plates, but I don't do more than 3 reps of each warm-up. So I'll warm up with like 1 plate for 5, I guess. I guess I was lying, 5. And then 2 plates for 3, 3 plates for 3, like today. And then 3 was feeling alright, so I just kind of went ahead and sent the foe. So, and I mean, it seemed to work out pretty well. So I guess, I don't know if we'll make that drastic of a jump next time to 4.5, but it's good progress in quite a short amount of time. So, and I think that in itself has like helped my deadlift, because I haven't deadlifted since like ground or sumo deadlift since in like a month. So I just wanted to kind of see where we were at with it, and yeah, hips are feeling a lot stronger, and I think it helped too because I did it after the glute bridges and my straight leg deadlifts, and I was not trying to ego lift the straight leg deadlifts today, because I think I may have gone over the edge last time, because my lower back low-key hurt quite a bit after, and my hamstrings weren't as sore as they usually are after like a good set of those. So dropped the weight down, and I was standing on the 2 plates this time instead of just the 1, because I don't know, I don't think I could have gotten the 3 plates or the blue, yellow, green up to the 2 plate stack to stand on. So I can get the ultimate range of motion. But yeah, I got some pretty solid freaking reps. I think the slow and controlled is definitely more of a way to go, especially for me, because I mean, I'm trying to actually build those muscles, so I'm not just trying to ego lift. So, but I don't know, I was just kind of seeing where I was at last time. It's not like they were bad reps or anything either. It was just maybe a slightly heavier than what's necessary. So, but hey, it happens, you know. But anyway, I mean, that's how willing I am in, bodybuilding, you know? I mean, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't, like, if they're doing this heavy weight or more weight for, like, good reps last sesh, I mean, why would you drop it back down, you know? Even though those are pretty good reps. But that's why I'm willing to learn and willing to change and willing to change what I do in a certain workout, because you're not going to feel the best every single workout, so you're not going to be able to throw on just as much weight as you're used to sometimes, you know. Sometimes you need a deload, and it doesn't have to be like any drastic anything, just enough to where you're not just continually straining yourself week after week. But yeah, you just have to kind of learn and adapt to your experiences and stuff. I think that's key, and really paying attention to what you're doing and like being present and just knowing what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. Because if you only focused on doing right, I mean, you're not gonna get really better, because you're just gonna neglect the negative aspects, which also need equally as much attention. Which, I mean, not a lot of people are willing to do, because they're like, oh, I don't want to do that. Why would I do that when I'm like chilling with my other progressions? But if you want to be overall balanced and good at the whole thing, you gotta work on what you're not good at. That's like abs for me. I mean, I freaking hate doing abs. Low-key gay. But I know I need to do it because it's my weak point. And that's what I started doing with glutes and stuff and hamstrings, or maybe not hamstrings as much, because I've always kind of done that, but like glutes in specific, I've never like trained that specifically. So, and like abductors and adductors, I didn't do those today because they were still a little sore from my leg day a couple days ago. So we might have like a calf abductor, adductor, like tricep day or some shit one time. But yeah, it's like willing to adapt to certain situations, you know, not just staying closed-minded and like not like it's just neglect, you know, it's ignorance. So don't be ignorant to your faults, you know, because everybody has room to improve in pretty much every aspect in life. So don't always act, and it's like what I was talking about yesterday or a couple days ago. Do not be a know-it-all, you know? I mean, you don't know it all. And this is your first time living. This is everyone's first time living, you know? Like, maybe you know of your experiences, you can share them with other people, but don't take it to the point of where it's like, you have to do this, or you're freaking weird, you're not doing it right. Because most time, those people are insecure about themselves and what they're doing, and they don't even know if it's right, but they're projecting on people to give that clarity to themselves that they're doing it right. So you really just have to reflect, you know, honestly. You just got to be honest with yourself, you know. I mean, you got to drop the ego, you know, at some point, because we're always learning, you know. Even if you like it or not, you're always learning, even if it's not direct, you know. So yeah, I guess that's all I got So, good freaking lift. Tomorrow's Saturday, so I have no idea what we're gonna do because everything is sore. Maybe I don't know, maybe a rest day is in order. But I always say that and then I find some shit to do. Maybe it'll be a abductor day. I could be pretty cheeky. So yeah, tune into that tomorrow. That'll be an exciting lift. Maybe not as much, but yeah, I'll try to come up with some super philosophical shit to bring out tomorrow, since I gotta balance out the boring with the interesting. Maybe the philosophy may not be that interesting to y'all, but it'll be interesting to me, so hopefully y'all can get something out of it too. So with that said, I will catch you on the flip side.